sit through 3 hours of the regular show on terrestrial radio, and you wanted a little bit more, so that's why you found the Gun Talk After Show podcast, where we saved all the best things that we can't say on regular radio. Now here's Tom, Michelle, and Jim for the Gun Talk After Show.
All right, we are back with the After Show here. We basically are just gathered together to yak because we do nothing else, but we yak about guns and shooting and all kind of fun stuff, so we'll be doing a lot of that. We have some callers here. We got Jim over in the corner where he should be. Thank you, Michelle, for doing your part.
You're welcome, America.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, God, you let him out. Oh, no. Oh, I know. He now is wrapped up in his nutria coat.
That's
right.
One more and he'll have a wig.
Wait a minute, that sounds like the tagline to a joke or something. I don't know. It's something going on
No
there.
hair jokes. No hair jokes today.
No. Oh, that's right. You have, was it purple hair today?
Yes, it's purple and silver down the middle, but
purple and
it's
silver.
It's going to take a second coating on the silver to take right.
Now, please tell me that this is like one of those, it can wash out dyes you've done?
No.
No, you've gone with the whole full dye job.
Well, yeah, because it's got to last through the whole cheerleading season.
Okay, because your daughter's a cheerleader now.
She made cheerleading. It's a big deal to her, so I said, I'm going to...
So you have dyed your hair with the school colors.
Correct, purple and white.
Sure. Now, that's a dad that anybody would be embarrassed to see.
Well, that's my job as a parent, is to embarrass my kid, right?
Well, that's right. And you do it so well.
See how that works?
Oh, my heavens. So don't be posting any pictures on Facebook now.
No. I figure you only live once. You might as well be an idiot. And it's pretty much...
Well, and after all these years, you pretty much perfected that.
Sure. Yeah, a lot of people think I was born an idiot. I'm like, oh, no, I had to work at this.
A lot of hard work to get to this point.
I teach now.
I want to know when you're going to do one silver eyebrow and one purple eyebrow, because I really think that should be the next.
You guys can handle the show. I got to...
He just ran out the door. Oh, my gosh. Michelle.
Yes, you're welcome, America.
You've done so well here today.
Oh, poor Jim.
Oh, you know what? We got people on hold here. They probably would like to at least talk a little bit. Why don't we do that? Let's visit with Justin. He's on 4 out of Granite City, Illinois. Justin, thanks for holding and thanks for putting up with this craziness.
Well,
yes.
To be honest, I asked to be held over because I seem to think I could fit in pretty well.
Uh-oh.
Do you have purple and silver hair?
You do understand that does not speak well for you, right? All right, what's on your mind here, Justin?
Well, first of all, I wanted to give a range report. I've called you guys for some questions about bullet casting and whatnot. I finally ordered a custom mold through... having a brain fart.
Mountain mold.
Mountain molds. Mountain Jesus. Yeah, dear God. I'm 30. You think I'm 70. But yeah, Mountain Molds. They do a great job. I'm sorry, I'm kind of gun shy. But yeah, they do an awesome job. I actually I cast 44, and I'm trying to find that custom size in order to really fit my barrel properly, and my cylinder throats was very tough trying to find because I had a 432 cylinder throat and a 430 and 3/10 barrel. So the 430 and 3/10 I could find. But I was still getting leading issues, and bouncing around. Accuracy was off a little bit because my cylinder throats weren't matched. And for $100, I got a 2-cavity brass mold, and this thing is superb.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Well, good deal. How'd you find these guys?
Actually, there's a local reloading shop by Bass Pro. Their name is Graphs. And if anybody is out of St. Louis area and y'all are listening, that's the place to go.
Okay.
And actually, my uncle used to own the shop. It used to be a Xander Supply. And so you might know him. His name is Jesse Hamlin. He works for Browning down in Arnold.
Oh, okay. I may have run into him there, yeah.
Yeah, he says he knows you.
Okay, yeah. Well, for those who don't know, Browning has a maintenance and customer service facility down in Arnold, Missouri. So there you go.
Actually, I think he's the head of the service, I know he was in management somewhere. So, but no, he used to own it and sold it off to Mike Graff, and now it's Graff's Reloading Supply.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, those guys turned me on to him, and the guys there, they're top notch. They know their stuff.
What gun are you shooting this cast bullets out of?
3-inch 629.
629. Nice. I like it.
It's a 629-6. It's their it's the backpacker, the 3-inch version. Usually it's a 2.5-inch.
Yes.
The other ones have laser engraving and a bear and bear paws on the cylinder, but this one's not. And it was made back in 2011. So
I know exactly the gun because they actually have it back in the line now. Smith 626 and 626 or 629, did you say?
629.
So it's a 44 mag.
Yes.
All right, yeah, they've got it back in the line with a 3-inch barrel. It is really gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. I put some aftermarket grips on it, stocks. And,
yeah, I know. We all call them grips.
Well balanced. It's wonderful.
Well, that's nice. Well, look, I appreciate you letting us know about the mountain mold, custom-made molds for your cast bullets. That is very nice. And, yeah, it is some work. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. It is some work to get your cast bullets sized right. And one of the things, of course, you also can do is you can use a lubricizer. I think it was Seiko. Remember that, Michelle? S-A-E-C-O? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Seiko lubricizer, so it would actually size the lead bullets and put lubricant in the grooves at the same time.
3-inch 44 mag. Does that come with a wrist guard?
Or a fire extinguisher if you shoot it out in the woods.
At nighttime, yeah.
That's right. And you close your eyes, pull the trigger. That way you don't get night blindness. So.
Kidding. Lawyers were out there were kidding. It's a joke. You don't shoot with your eyes closed, okay?
What are you talking about? I'm sorry.
I'm told.
No, yeah, no. It's all about those things. Scare me. I always flinch. You know the Jerry Minchlick story, right? I asked him, how did you learn to shoot so fast? He said, he says, it was absolute straight face, and I never know if he's making this up or not. He says, I used to have a really bad flinch, and I just couldn't shoot, and I figured out if I could learn to shoot before I flinched, and that's how I got to be so fast.
Beat the flinch to the punch.
Oh, you got to love
it. Now, are we going to New Mexico now or Michigan? What do you think? I think New Mexico, I'm betting.
I think that's probably New Mexico. Joe, are you in Farmington, New Mexico?
I am.
All right. Yay, in the Four Corners area, over there by Shiprock.
You got it. Yeah, it's a great area.
Yes, it is.
I was calling in. I've been using a product called PB Blocker, and it's a preventative to prevent buildup in barrels. And I was curious if you guys have ever used it or heard of it. I found it online. It turns out to be a local product, but I've had great success with it.
I have not. PB Blocker, PB as in the elemental symbol for lead.
Yeah, from what I understand, it was originally developed to prevent leading in Glock pistols. And it did so well that they moved on, and they're just using it in traditional rifles and even shotguns. And I've used it in a couple of my shotguns, a couple of pistols, and my AR. And I've passed some on to a friend of mine who's a sharpshooter and cleans after just about every round. And he's applied it numerous times and had great luck with it and actually increased his muzzle velocity. I'm not that technical. I just use it in my plinking guns. But I notice when I do get build up, I can knock them out with a dry patch.
Interesting. And they're pbblocker.com. I just went to the website. Look, I have to admit, I am not familiar with it, hadn't heard of it, but it sure sounds like it's working for you. Yeah, but the website, we'll just give them a big old plug here. It's pbblocker.com.
Yeah, great. I hope it works for you. I hope you get the opportunity to use it and prove me wrong.
No, it sounds like it's working for you. I appreciate the range report on that, Joe. Thanks so much. All right, Michelle, have you run into that before? You ever run into PB Blocker?
I have not.
Yeah. Sounds interesting, though.
Yeah.
How many times have we had a cool product come out of, some guy or a couple of guys tinkering around and saying, what if? What if we did this? What if we did that? Or I bet we could come up with it. And sure enough, there we go.
Well, necessity is the mother of invention.
Did you just make that up?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually made it up 14 years before I was born. But
right before you flinched.
Right. Before the flinch.
Nice. Oh, my heaven. Michelle, I was asking you before we got on here, how was business? Because everybody said, well, after Trump gets elected, nobody will be selling any guns. The industry will be terrible, all like that. What's happened in your store? What are you seeing?
Well, absolutely changed a little bit. The conversation isn't going to the point where I got to get my gun now because I might not be able to get it. Mm-hmm. Now it is the same old usual thing that we're used to, which is I'm looking for a concealed carry gun or I'm just looking for a gun in general for the house because the world has gotten ugly. And so that's where we are right now.
But still, and I think what we're going to see is not really a reduction in interest, but just a shift in interest. We're going to have the regular folks, the hunters, the folks who are concerned with self-defense, all of that, rather than I'm just going to go buy everything while I still can kind of a deal.
Right. Yeah. No, they're definitely interested in the options for concealed carry. And
that was nice.
I know. It hit my finger.
Smack that microphone one more time. What did it ever do to you?
Oh.
Gotta be quicker than that.
He's clinched. Darn microphone stand.
That's right. Tell you what, let's do this. I'm going to take a quick break here. We're going to come back. We're going to have a chance for you to make your apologies to your microphone.
We'll make up.
We'll make up. All right. We'll be right back.
No matter what gun you have, you want it to hit harder, shoot faster and flatter, and be more accurate. You get all that with the ammunition from Double Tap. Double Tap's experts select the best bullets, then load them to higher velocities while keeping safe pressures. Shoot small groups. Shoot farther. Use custom hunting loads in your handgun or rifle. Even fire 2 projectiles with one shot. DoubleTapAmmo.com. That's DoubleTapAmmo.com.
In the war on terror, fighting crime in the streets, in competition and homes around the world, one name in firearms stands out: Sig Sauer. Our pistols and rifles are renowned for their unfailing performance. This same commitment to excellence can be found in our line of SigTac accessories and the training offered by the Sig Sauer Academy. For unmatched quality, reliability, and innovation when it counts, choose Sig Sauer. Visit SigSauer.com today.
All right, we're back, and Michelle is over there trying to nurse her poor knuckles in the microphone. She doesn't care about that at all.
Oh, man, that's smart.
Microphone stand lives matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Gosh.
First you were saying neutralize matter, so what is that all about?
Yeah, I had to buy the website, by the way.
Did you? Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's right. Yeah, who knew that talking about Nutria would generate so many calls and emails?
Kidding. Yeah, that's great.
You never knew that there was this ongoing national hatred of Nutria.
No, really.
Heck, we hadn't even heard of them before.
Well, and let me tell you, once you have them on your property, it's kind of like when beavers are cute until they're tearing up your property.
Yeah.
And then just want them out, no matter what it takes.
Well, and then all the airtime they've been given to their spokesman, Al Sharptooth. It's just over the top.
I got nothing. I got nowhere to go on that one.
See, that's why the microphone stand has to be moved to the other side. I have to be able to get to Jim. This was his self-defense mechanism.
I see. He's hiding behind the mic stand now?
Yes, he's moved it.
Yeah,
I'm not half as dumb as I look.
Oh.
Wait, what? All right, two-tone hair man.
Hey now. I was taking a trip down memory lane. I was telling you on break earlier today.
Yes.
I did a Wikipedia on the Crossman 760.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What'd you find out?
It was the first, so to speak, real gun I had. They're just cool. I mean, they're a $30 gun. You can still buy them. They've switched over to plastic now more so than wood stuff. But it's just a cool gun. And it was the first one that shot pellets and...
so you could shoot BBs and pellets.
Yeah, I was the cool kid.
You were the envy of all your buds.
For about a week. Yeah.
Until they got one.
Yeah. No, until he got his taken away.
No son of mine's going to shoot a gun with hair that colors. Those 2 colors there, that got to go.
So this started early on is what you're talking about. Okay.
Explains a lot of things, doesn't it?
It does, and still leaves questions.
Too much dye. It's not good for you.
Yeah. The hair's growing in as well as out. Ingrown.
I don't understand all of that. It's oh, my heavens.
It's better this way. So,
Michelle, we have people calling the show wanting to buy guns for their wife or whatever, and we're trying to get them off of that. Are you seeing that still again this year?
I think that's a constant. They want the big surprise. They want the big reveal. And we understand what they're going for. But, your advice is always right on point there, Tom. It's let them pick the firearm. Even if you start this process in the summertime, get them out to the range, give them several different guns to try, find out what they're comfortable with, then let it go away for a little bit, then surprise them with that gun. I mean, there's several ways of accomplishing this, but the gift certificates, spending the time, getting them the training, buying classes for them so they can, I don't know, everybody's set up differently, but we have classes and you can try lots of different guns through 3 different types of courses that we offer, and gives you an opportunity to try revolvers and semi-autos and heavy and lightweights and all different calibers, and I just think that's the way to go.
What might be cool with that gift card is to package it with a pair of muffs, some eyes.
Yep.
Make it a little package, and then there's the certificate for the firearm of their choice.
Right. Here's a good range bag. Absolutely. But yeah, let them pick their gun. They'll love
another
it that
way to go. We had the guy that called in. He said, the guys at Premier Air, they have all of these mock-up or replica guns of BB guns, pellet guns. So if you're thinking, well, I think I'd like to get somebody a Smith & Wesson M&P. Well, maybe a BB gun that's a M&P. Let them try that. And if they say, it's too big, it's too heavy, okay, good. We spent $50 on that, or $75, and we go a different way. Just a lot of ways to go, but I guess the takeaway is picking a gun for someone else, particularly if it's a self-defense type gun, it's such a personal thing. You really ought to let that person make that choice based on some experience. That is either a lesson or taking it to the range or renting it, or at the very least going to the store and just putting her hands on the gun.
Right, and it's not just a guy-girl thing either, because, I got buddies with...
It's just strictly a guy-girl.
It is. I've got buddies with virtually the same size hands as me, and we don't like the same guns at all. It's comfort. It's what feels good to you, not to me. And
it doesn't just stop at the firearm. People come in like, I'm trying to find a holster for my husband. That's one of those things, too. It's so personal. How do they carry it? Well, I don't know. Well, that's the very first thing that you need to know is what kind of holster are they looking for. But, that's a tough one, too. That's where a gift card is just that perfect gift. Even if you cut out some pictures or had a catalog that you put with it or something, you thought about them, but I want you to get what you want.
Yeah, I need a holster for my husband. That's going to be a pretty big holster. She's just going to throw your back out.
I thought Michelle wasn't telling you about that conversation we had.
Oh, my heavens.
I told her I wasn't going to tell.
It's where she can keep an eye on me, at least.
All right, Jim, you had a thought as we were just heading out of the regular show. We were talking about giving guns, passing guns along, and you said, tell the story of the gun. And you said, put an SD card in the gun case, and basically you could tell the story. You could do a little video. You could even do it with your phone. You could put a file on this. And so that way when they have the gun, they'll always have the giver telling the story.
Right. I mean, paper copy would be great, too, because as formats change, paper won't.
Right.
But
true.
It'd be cool to have video and have somebody giving you the story and the history behind it. Because, I would love nothing more than to see a 60-year-old video of my great-grandfather saying, I had this and that. It would just be cool.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Especially with your hair.
No great-grandson of mine is going to... Yeah.
That's right. And by the way, I'm bequeathing this gun unless he ever does that to his hair, and then all bets are off.
But there's lots of times, and Tom, I'm sure you have this too, in firearms that you've inherited or people that you've come across that have inherited guns. There's always more sentimental value than there is sometimes a monetary value.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have a gun that's worth $200 that you'd never let go of, right, just because of the stories and the connections to people in your family or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. So it's important. It's definite history. All of our guns have them. Some sort of history. And like Jim said, get it written down, get it videoed, something.
Well, it's so easy today. I mean, literally, you could take your phone, prop it up, and put it on record for video and tell the story. So there you go.
Yes.
Did you just hurt yourself?
I think I threw something out. Yeah.
Or even better, it would be better if Michelle had hurt you. I would like that story better.
Sure, most of the listeners would probably be on her side as well.
Yes.
Microphone
I'm
stands in the
probably
way.
on her side. What did you ever do with your cut-off stock besides punch him in the nose, I would think? But did you replace the stock? And you may want to retell the story for...
No.
No, you don't want to ever tell the story.
I don't want to relive it. It was sad. It was painful.
It is sad, but how'd you rectify it?
I sold the gun. I just got rid of it.
Did you?
It was just one of those deals. It was so awful that this guy did this. And then, of course, at that point, I'm thinking, well, I don't know what else he did to it or how he treated it. And I sold it and just, okay, I'm done.
So he probably wasn't your best man in your wedding?
Safe bet. Yes.
Yeah. Needless to say.
Bet. What a selfish, self-centered. How do you what kind of person would do that? Seriously, we're talking about the guy that borrowed a rifle from me. He said, could I, do you have a rifle that I could use for my son for his first deer hunt? Yeah, sure. Be glad to, loan him. And when the gun comes back, eventually, we had to beat him about the head and shoulders to get the gun back. He's cut the stock down, cut 2 inches off the stock so it fit his kid on my rifle, the rifle he borrowed.
Well, he was probably afraid to get it back to you.
Well, he certainly was.
Or
clearly he never
cut it off.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think maybe he was just one of those kinds of people who figured, I'm never giving it back, and I'm not going to worry about it.
Wow.
That was just weird.
Well, you said selfish or ignorant. I'm going to go with selfish because if he was ignorant, I don't think you would have lent him the gun. So let's go with selfish.
Yeah, well, you do make mistakes on that. So there you go. All right, for everybody, it's time to get out there and buy your Christmas presents, right? So what's going to be under your trees?
I don't know.
Another bottle of hair dye. Okay. We're going to go camo this time. I like it.
Hat big enough I can tuck it all up under.
That's going to take a big hat, dude. I'm just telling you.
No doubt.
It's Big Nutria.
Oh, that's his new name right there.
Nutria skin coat. It kind of looks like a
you've heard
tail,
of
doesn't it?
You've heard of the Big Lebowski? He is now the Big Nutria.
I am. and I'm solid with that.
Oh, boy.
So what do you want, Michelle, for Hanukkah? What you getting?
I've got nothing.
No?
No, nothing.
Nothing you need, nothing you want, huh?
No, I want my family. That's what I need.
There you go.
Too. We
nothing wrong with that.
You? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everybody wants your family.
All right, yeah, well, we're being stalked. Okay. I gotta go.
Let me just tell you, that would not be the family to stalk.
No doubt. No doubt. Bad call.
Bad call. Yeah. What Masada Yub calls that a failure in the victim selection process.
Yes. Yes. Well, for my Christmas, gun-related Christmas, I'm actually getting it here in a few minutes.
What?
Because I am honored and proud and blessed to have the Michelle Cleland as a dinner guest tonight for Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're cooking what?
We are actually deep frying a pot roast.
Wow.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, way to go. I'm not sorry that I'm in Idaho, but I'm sorry I'm not there. But we're having a great time here in Idaho, enjoying the snow, which has kept us here. Otherwise we would have already been home, but that's okay. We're having a ball visiting with our friends. So that's basically what we're doing, is spending as much time as we can with family and friends.
It's priceless right there, buddy.
There it is. All right, well, let's get together next week and flog this beast one more time.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Be safe.
See ya.
Well, that wraps up another Gun Talk After Show. But if you want even more gun-related stuff, don't forget to check out Gun Dealio. It's the app for Apple and Android phones that connects you to all the Gun Talk shows, plus even more. And we'll catch you next time for the Gun Talk After Show.